Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to Devil and Dove. I've got something different going on for today for us. We were planning on doing rings from the beginning of the winter through until we could get back outside. And I thought this might make a good one for my dove to work on. It requires a little bit of patience, which most people like him have to practice to be able to do it. So I've given him all of the colors and all of the things that he'd need to make a UV resin ring. So I have a set of matte gel. Now, it's going to be very dark when you use it. So I've explained to him that he has to add resin before he can use any of the pieces. So like this one here, I've given him a very pale yellow with some gold. Can you guys even see? There we go. With gold, you know what I mean, leaf. And I don't really want to take them out, so I'm just going to push this over like that. And I have yellow, baby yellow flowers in there. Now, we do have a very nice set for when we do these because it's easy to break them, like real easy. Here's the flatty guy. Resin and mix, because otherwise this is completely matte and there's no shine to it at all. So this was actually the only way I could think to use these up. We've had them for a bit, so we do need to use up our products. I don't like stuff to get thrown out for no good reason. So I'm going to give him the matte, and I'm going to give him each of these. Like this. And then you can see there's a pink one, and orange. I've got some orange stuff going on, and he'll have to decide how much or how little stuff he wants to put in it. There's also little, drops of this and different glitters that are mixed. So this is going to be a cool one. I did have to remember to take this guy out because it dissolves UV. It's a top coat, but it's a soak at the same time, so I didn't want to use that one. So that's back over here. And this one's going to be cool. It's got a little bit of pink. Pink glitter. Pink glitter. Oh, there we go. All right. Now, there's a couple of other things about this project. It's very hard to keep John's mind from running, and you have 1,000 things spinning in your brain, and you are unsure of what to do, where to go, sometimes even where to sit. So you end up sitting in the same place, and sometimes you have to find something new. So this is kind of like a betcha between he and I. So the last item that I'd like to show would be the crap. What is this called? Oh, go on. What's this called? I don't know what it's called. Hey? Caliper. Thank you. And he has even brought up his caliper so that he'll know what size ring he's making. When it comes out, of course, she's going to have to do, which I don't think I brought up, you know, the thing that takes off the scummy edges. I don't know what it's called. So, anyway, back to the someone who suffers the way he does. It's not like I don't. The best way to explain it is that his mind doesn't stop ever, even when he sleeps. And when he gets bored, he gets anxious because he thinks too much on other things. So, like I said, this is our kind of challenge. Honestly, I'm glad he's gonna help do it because I don't know. I don't know. I'm messy. You guys, like anybody who's watched anything I've done, they know that I'm messy. Oops. And this was for another project that I believe he had an idea for. So we're just going to leave that right there, like that. The difficulty for the caregiver sometimes is being able to get him to talk, keep him busy so he doesn't I don't know how to say it, but he feels almost guilty that he's not well. So the result is he's very hard on himself. When things are very bad, he's hard on others. And we decided, okay, well, he needs something to do. At one time, he DVDs. So there's a DVD collection. We lived in a place that had a rather large garden, and he dug dirt every day, and we planted vegetables. We get zucchini. The pumpkins looked a little sus, so we didn't do that. What else did we get out of there? I think we got peas or beans, one of the two. But that was a task that he every day went out. We've had a rather snowy winter up here in the, more country. So he's been shoveling. Now, a fellow his age and shoveling is not a really great combination. So we did end up having a visit to the doc to make sure that the heart was okay. All the tests from the top to the bottom, and he's fine. They told him he's out of shape and maybe he should get up and do more. And the guy's been shoveling the driveway, so anyway. So the snow is starting to slow down. It's only -6 today, wind chill -8. See, there's another one right there. That's another good example. We picked up an accurate weather station, and he can check his own weather and know exactly what's going on at all times. And it's only a minute of his day, but it's a minute used on one thing, thinking about one item at one time. So, yeah. Not hard per se, because it's not a physical thing. I think sometimes that the mental may be a little bit more difficult to manage. I've done a lot of reading. I have a list of his. Actually, I have a catalog list of every medication he's ever been on. Oh yeah, our wedding anniversary, it would be tomorrow, or is tomorrow, and we're hitting 35 years. That's a long time. So we've done a lot in our time. We've done a lot of foolish things, but we've always had each other, so that's a good thing. Now, what are the bets on how this test turns out? I'm skeptical, but like I said, I'd like to get these used up, and I'm out of a clue what to do with it. So, oh, here it is. This is the soak off. Sorry, this one can go there. Okay. Almost mixed that up. That'd have been bad. You'd be wondering why it wasn't setting all the time. Actually, that'd have been funny. All right, so just to ensure that he does have matching sizes for everything, he has these. So that's a good. Okay, this comes back to OCD, which is in there at times, sometimes very badly, sometimes for short periods. At one point, he cleaned the house from top to bottom, and that was all he did. But it took him. It was a big house. We had a lot of kids, but it took him 2 days, a day and a half, and it was a monster. There were, I don't know, let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6 bedroom. Yeah, so it's pretty big. Also did the kids' rooms. They were always clean. So yeah, I thought it was just pretty neat. And I also figured out that my ring size is not what I thought, according to this one. I don't know. All right. Low viscosity is what I'm going to give him to use for this, I think. It's thinner, so it'll give him a good amount of time brushing up along the edges. Which one's this? Is this just regular? Hard type, yeah.
There you go.
Okay. Technical error. The camera that is up here, oops, just bombed it, goes to sleep. And I have not, for the life of me, been able to figure out how to have it not go to sleep. I think there is a way, and my memory just really sucks, so it's just not going to happen if you're asking me to do it. So, also coming up, this is not even a day's project, but if he is going very slow and taking his time to make them come out very nicely, it may be more than that. So, but after these ones, he's been so excited about the rings. He really has. I've seen, like, rings are cool. So, I have some thin sheets of wood. I don't know. There's a name for it, I know. What's the name of those things? Veneer. Thank you. Okay, so it's veneer, but it's in colors. And there's a particular ring type that we're going to use with it. So he's pretty excited about that. But this one here has been sitting here for a while, and we need to do it. And the other thing that has to be completed is my, so I banged it, my bad. The Cricut. I have some items, I've got a ton of ironing to do, and I really, really hate ironing. So I might see if my de-wrinkler on it and do that first. I've got some t-shirts, some masks. It's coming back, the mask thing, by the way. I'm pretty sure. I'm very sad about the measles. I believe in vaccinations. I think that the risk is low of anything happening. So all of our children are up to date. They all even have their, you know, when you get a piece of metal in your foot, tetanus. That's it. They've had tetanus shots too. It's funny. Let's see. I told you about the veneers. We were discussing the keeping him busy bits. I guess in a lot of ways it's good for me too. We are very close, physically close. It's dependency on each other. We love each other. That's just the way it goes. It's the way life is for us. But we do have to start getting up. We've been in a rut, a bad one, for some time. I was on steroids I did that, the 5-day treatment thing. And that's the first one of the year. And I'm hoping that I can get through quite a bit more of this year without another one. But I do believe that the last one was caused by me being stupid. I plugged in a soldering gun to let it get hot, and the solder that was on it was just burning away right beside me, and I was breathing in that stuff. So I think that might be the main culprit. The other thing, there was something else I used, or I started to use and suddenly stopped because I realized I needed a mask. I forget. There's a soldering and, oh yeah, when I was using, just a little standard tiny one, for like the insides of one of these types of rings. So there is that. See, it felt like it's Swiss cheese here, I'm thinking. Yeah, so the veneer rings are going to be the next ones we do. I'm hoping that I get out a little bit more this summer and maybe hit up a garage or two for some knives and forks. or rather forks and spoons. The leftover pieces from what we've used for the rings that are in the store at the moment. Oh, and I'm going to just take a sec here, please. Please subscribe. It's so helpful to us. It's going to make or break me being able to do these things, and that would make me sad. So if you could just subscribe and like and do all of the buttons that we have, I would really, really appreciate it. Let's see, what else do we have new that we're going to be trying? Oh, I've got one bugger of a problem with that cry cut thing. You know the what hangs in your window on your this to smell pretty? Air freshener, thank you. I can get the smell in them. I did it and I left it overnight. I didn't just put it on and then go right ahead. I let it dry overnight. There was it wasn't all wet the next morning that it would come up. So I wanted one color on one side and I wanted another color on the other. And I am so angry that I should have put a base layer, I guess, on it, because the iron-on that I chose to use made all of the oil spots bubble and burn. So they're pretty freaky looking things that would be not welcomed in most vehicles. So I will make another try at those. What are we at? What are we at?
What?
Okay, so what's the what? Oh, yeah. Actually, I guess this is the thing, right? You guys don't know me. I'm from the YouTube side of the world. I wanted to try live, and it's a mix of stuff. It really is. A lot of brain spin, because we deal with a lot of mental health issues. And you'll see anything, literally anything. Today you see this, tomorrow this may be gone, and the keyboard may be on, and I may play a game. Or you may come and watch me try and build with the armatures and the aluminum foil a 3D caricature. I've done one before, it was fun. It's like it could literally be anything. I'm working on, at the same time, trying to find or working with someone for antique stuff. So yeah, there's a lot going on. Thanks so much, and you guys have a great day. And please remember to hit the buttons.